All right, so in activity 2.3.3, we're going to look at server attacks. So the first thing we're going to look at is something called captured data. So most websites, especially those with e-commerce, have what's called a front end and a back end. The front end shows you things that are visual, things that are seen by the user, while the back end, that's what handles all the data processing. It handles like all the company information, all the store information for products, all the stuff that we would prefer if a hacker or intruder could not get in and manipulate. So one thing we want to be able to look at is the network traffic that's coming into a web server on the back end. And uh, Wireshark is a great tool for that, but Wireshark will kind of just keep listening for network traffic as it's coming in, and that can be very overwhelming. So a solution to that is to use something called PCAP files. That's a file that Wireshark uses to store a sequence of network uh, events, and then you can load them up later and look at them without having to worry about extra network traffic coming in and being overwhelmed. So we're going to have to fire up the security lab, which I have open over here. And then we're going to open up Wireshark and open up this PCAP file, which is in the desktop folder, activities, A233 files, packet capture A233. So here's Wireshark. I'll open it up. Avast can go away. And once it finishes opening all the way, I go to File, Open, and then on the desktop, there is an Activities folder, A233 files, and you want to do the packet capture. All right, I'll make the window bigger, but you can see here the three different panes of Wireshark. You can see all the different packets of information that were in that PCAP file. You can see every time I select a different packet, we get some information about the packet that we can investigate in more detail. And at the bottom is all the raw bytes that describe the packet. So we're going to answer a couple questions about what we see in the pane. So one, we want to know how many packets are in the PCAP file. So obviously there's packet number 1, and if we go all the way to the bottom, there's packet 765, so there is a total of 765 packets. If I'm right? Yes, I'm right. Second question, what is the duration of the capture from the first to last? So what that would require us to know is sort of like at what time these packets were sent, and when just when they were sent will be sufficient. So if I select the first packet, you won't see up here the information we're looking for. But down here, this is the information pane where we can find out more information. You can see that in the frame, we've got the arrival time, which is August 27th, 2013 at about 1700 hours, which is 5 p.m., so about 5:08. If I go down to the last packet and select it uh, for frame uh, for frame 765, you can see that the time is the same day, August 27, 2013, at 1300 hours. And so what's a little confusing there is, all right, so packet 765 is at 1300 hours, 1309, and packet 1 is at 1700 hours. So first, that's a range of about 4 hours, right? From 1300 hours to 1700 hours, about 4 hours. But the thing that's confusing is the packets that are at the top are the newer ones. So here packet number 1 was the one that's at the most recent time, and packet 765 is actually the one that's furthest in the past. And see if I'm right. Blah, blah, blah. Yep, it's about 4 hours. And the last question we want to know for the first packet, what's the MAC address of the system that sent the packet or the source? So if we go to the first packet again, and I click on it, and this time if I look not under frame, the frame area, but I look under Ethernet, you can see there is a destination and a source, and the source MAC address here is 3CEA4F201841. And once again, that's in hexadecimal, but that is the MAC address for the source of this packet. So whatever network device sent out this information, that's the MAC address of that network